Greetings, I'm Zak, and today I'm here to yet again do an unboxing for you. Now, today, it's been on the cards for quite a while, but I have finally arrived through the post. We have the wonderful Long Kiss Goodnight from Arrow Video on 4K. I mean, first impressions, absolutely fantastic. Now, I have actually dived into this release pretty heavily when this arrived through the door to kind of give as best a review unboxing as possible. First impressions, fantastic. As soon as you dive into it, even better. Now, interesting for comparison purposes, I do have the Blu-ray of Long Kiss Goodnight. This itself was actually an upgrade from the DVD, but considering I now have the Arrow Video 4K release, I do believe that the Blu-ray is definitely going to go on the eBay page. So if you want to support me there, please do so. That would be absolutely fantastic. But on with the show. This is a 2-disc 4K release, one of which is the main feature with some extras, which is the 4K, and disc 2 is a Blu-ray with some more bonus features on it. I will just show you that. Let that focus in. Yeah. If you want to freeze frame that, you can. But basically, I cannot by any means fault this release. I know there was a bit of controversy regarding the Deep Blue C release in my previous videos. I think that some of my points on that were well justified, and I think as much as it's good, the Arrow Video includes so much when it comes to the special features content. I do think that in particular on that release, one special feature didn't quite sit right with me, to be fair, because of what it was talking about, and it just seemed like a bit too pretentious, a bit too over-analysing of the actual movie, which is a shark movie. But on with the show. Long Kiss Goodnight, great movie for starters, and to see it in 4K from Arrow Video is even better. So, opening it up, we have, to be fair, like the new artwork for this, I'm really good. I'm really digging this new artwork design. It does look really kind of striking, very cool, very dark, very gloomy. Is it how I would have designed it if I was going to do a design like this? Probably not, but I think that it works. It really does work for the movie. And again, much like the Deep Blue Sea release that I did an unboxing on, please go see that in your own time. If I just flip to the reversible cover now, which is the original artwork, surprised to say that I think overall I am actually preferring the new artwork as opposed to the original. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments. That would be absolutely fantastic. So now diving a little bit deeper into this, we have the good stuff. Now, interesting. First thing that does pop out to me is the Arrow Video kind of the streaming service booklet. That's the first thing. Watch Arrow with Scream, the Arrow Video player, which is obviously their streaming service. The actual promo card in this instance was Critters, which I'm kind of happily surprised over, because I do like Critters, and it's another great release from Arrow Video. If you'd like me to do an unboxing of that, I can surely do so. Let me know in the comments. However, interesting on this particular one, if I just go into the other bits. First thing, or second thing in this case, that pops out is actually a little promo sticker. Skating prohibited, thin ice, by order of Chesterman Parks Authority. Now this is a little sticker, a very kind of run-of-the-mill sticker, but that's something that didn't need to be included here, and I think that really does show Arrow's care and attention to detail when it comes to these particular releases. I think that other distributors probably wouldn't have done this, adding this little it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I would surely prefer it than to not. I know a similar release regarding like the stickers and things was the Demolition Man box set, which I really did enjoy. I think I still have to watch the Pizza Hut cut on that particular release. I mean, Arrow knocking it out of the park on these big releases. This, if you haven't seen Long Kiss Goodnight, it's a good one. It really is a good one. Great 90s spy thriller. You really are missing out. And, fun fact, it is also a Christmas movie, so eat that, Die Hard. So, beyond that, we have a little postcard of Mitch, obviously played by Samuel L. Jackson. It's actually quite an interesting... I'm not going to read that, but Merry Christmas, Mother Trucker. Which is quite a fun little addition to this. Interesting little kind of side note, a bit of a factoid. It is known that actually Mitch, this character in A Long Kiss Goodnight, out of all of his like performances, and I mean he's been in so many things. He's been from Pulp Fiction to Star Wars to obviously Marvel as Nick Fury, but this, of all of them, thus far, of course, Mitch has been his favourite character to portray, which is really nice. It's really nice, and I know that this actual film, starring Gina Davis as well, was also written by Shane Black of Predator fame. Another interesting little side note there. And I think all these kind of factors really do kind of blend well together in this particular movie, because at times it can be quite serious, and at other times it can be a bit lighthearted, have a bit of a joke to kind of just relieve the tension a bit. And that's even before I talk about all the action sequences in this, which are numerous and plentiful and, quite frankly, epic on all accounts. So, further on the little bonus material here, we do have a nice little booklet. How many pages has it got? 39 pages. 39 page booklet. If I give you a quick little tease there. Whoa, a bit too fast. Contents page. There you go. There you go. Mitch and Brian Cox. Is it Brian Cox? I think it's Brian Cox's character. I'm terrible with names most of the time, but yeah, loads of little essays and things in here. Really a lot to dig your teeth into. I know I've said it in the past before, but when it comes to like booklets and things, Arrow Video is like your number one go-to. They always deliver when it comes to the bonus bits and pieces you get in the box. So, onto the actual discs themselves, going to the artwork on here. You have Elizabeth Baltimore written over the 4K disc. And then you have Amnesia Chick, Long Kiss Goodnight, written on like a file-like design on the second disc, which is quite nice. And it's quite easy in this instance to tell between the two, which is quite an interesting one, because I have, beyond Arrow Video, of course, like, I think it was the Superman Anthology collection over there that has all the discs with the same art design on it, and nowhere on the discs does it say which movie is which. And that's kind of annoying when you're trying to watch Superman 2 and you find out it's Superman for the Quest for Peace. Really kind of a bit of a silly boo-boo when it comes to, I'm not sure which distributor that was. Probably Warner Brothers. Yes, it was Warner Brothers. But Arrow Video, very clear in the presentation of the disc and things. So, before I dive into the special features, which I have watched, and there was actually some pretty good stuff in there, and some exclusive stuff which isn't available on other releases, which is really great. I know that's not always the case when it comes to Arrow Video, but more often than not, that is great stuff. It is always worth your attention. You are missing out if you don't dive into the special features, even if it is for just a little browse, because you will actually find some really interesting background, behind the scenes stuff about the movies that you love and enjoy. If not your cup of tea, oh well, your loss. So, going into the actual movie now. When I put this in, I was... Okay, so, how to describe this? I was really impressed. I was really impressed by the 4K look of this. Sure, there was a bit of film grain there, but that, for me, has never been an issue when it comes to 4K restorations and things. I know, comparing other releases now, that the Aliens and True Lies kind of 4K restorations that used like stuff to like clean it up to get rid of that film grain. I can see why they would do that, but I can see why more so that they wouldn't do that on every release. And I think it really is kind of at the forefront of like 4K like restoration technology, that really has to be saved for the big ones, the big guns when it comes to cinema. Releases like this, I really don't think we're gonna get that kind of thing happen to them anytime soon, especially considering this has been brought out on 4K. I'm not seeing a new release of this coming out for a good few years, and I mean, this is perfectly acceptable. This is probably the highest, in my mind, release of this particular movie, and others like it. It is a really, really good movie, like completely overall. Story, characters, action, the works, the writing as well. But I was really, really impressed when I stuck this in, had a look through the movie. The picture quality was phenomenal, and well done Arrow Video for delivering yet again another like cracker when it comes to the restoration side of things. So now if I go into my exploration of the special features, there was a really, really good interview here with the actress who is now obviously grown up considerably since the 90s, of the little girl who was obviously Elizabeth Baltimore, or Charlie's daughter in the movie, and she was talking about the auditioning process, which was actually really, really interesting to dive into. I really did like that particular one. If I just go through a couple of the bits on the bonus disc now. So you've got Girl Interrupted, Amnesia Chick, The Mirror Cracked, A Woman's World, Making of Featurettes. It really does cover the whole kit and caboodle when it comes to this release, and it is really good to see that Arrow Video have yet again knocked it sky high out of the park. They have blown up the bridge in this particular case and done a really smart job of The Long Kiss Goodnight. Now, I think I've pretty much covered everything there is to do with this particular release. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you agree with me, disagree with me, please let me know in the comments what are your favourite upcoming Arrow releases that are scheduled to come out in the next few months. I've got some pretty kind of like hot on my to get list things there. I have obviously pre-ordered the likes of A Fistful of Dollars, and I will probably pre-order at some point in the not too distant future a few dollars more, and The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, as well as Dark City, which was recently announced as well, which is again another really, really exciting release from Arrow Video on 4K. And considering actually that The Long Kiss Goodnight I had on Blu-ray, that is going to be another instance where I'm going to have the Blu-ray that I'm basically going to upgrade to the 4K, and then I can basically part with that on the eBay. So go check that out if you are interested on getting it on Blu-ray, I guess. So in the meantime, please like and subscribe to this channel for more videos. I love the support, I love all the interaction I have with you, I love talking about movies and all that jazz, so please stay tuned for more stuff in future videos.